Hello, welcome to day number 11 of the Cafe Lamoureux daily video blog. I'm author Rico Lamoureux. This is my co-host, Giacomo. Today we're coming at you from a pretty cool location here in Baguio City, Dominican Hill. And this place was created in the early 1900s by Dominican priests. Basically, they came here from Europe and they were in Manila, so they were really hot and they weren't used to the weather. So they built a retreat up here in Baguio City where it's a mountainous city. And so that's where this location is coming from. Now, people say this is haunted, but if you believe that sort of thing, okay. And yeah, so it was created in the early 1900s. And is that a ghost singing? No, it's just a worker. You see, they're renovating this place. And unfortunately, the city government's renovating this place to be a city office, which is very unfortunate. I came here a couple years ago and it was much better, but they're renovating it to be an office, and in my opinion, it should just be a tourist attraction telling the history. The history is pretty interesting. In the early 1900s, soon after they opened this place, they made a school for tax exemption purposes. And only 6 students were here, so they ended up closing the place not that long after opening it. And so, in the 1940s, World War II happened, and the Japanese came and invaded the Philippines, including Baguio City, and so many refugees came here to hide in this location, and the priests, basically sheltered them. But then the Japanese came and got rid of them. Now, it's a controversy. I mean, it's a mystery as to what actually happened when the Japanese came to take over this place. But if you look at the facts that basically the Japanese were killing over 100,000 Filipinos when they came here in World War II, and says that includes religious institutions. So I would think that when they came here, they weren't nice. They probably massacred people here too, although there's no proof. But that's my belief. So anyway, yeah, then, of course, the Americans came. They bombed the place here, and they killed all the Japanese soldiers. And then for 6 months, the American soldiers stayed here. And then they left. Then eventually, the Dominicans came back. And yeah, you see they're renovating here, and they're closing a lot of the spaces off, which is not good because now we can't get to the roof. And so, anyway, yeah, the Dominicans came, but then in the 1960s, they sold the place to Diplomat Hotel and Company. Oh, this guy's getting more loud. Unless it really is a ghost. And so, yes, the Diplomat Hotel, that's how the locals know it, although it was really referred to as Dominican Hill by the priests. But then in the 60s, the Diplomat Hotel came about, and yeah, for the next couple of decades, it was ran by a faith healer. Man, this guy thinks he's in an opera house, I think. This guy, he was a faith healer, and he basically got tourists from Europe to come here and do faith healings. And of course, he's a swindler, and he was also a gambler and lost a lot of money. And so a lot of people died here from that as a result as well. So more rumors about it being a haunted place. And in the 80s, he went bankrupt, so he lost the hotel, and the city took over, and it's been sitting here decaying ever since. But now they're kind of renovating it to make it a city place, a city hall. Not city hall, but some offices, which is a shame because it's going to lose its essence and so forth. And that's about it. So that's the location for today. Pretty cool location. And tomorrow we'll be coming at you from another place in Baguio City. Until then, you guys take care.